So the first one we're going to look at is James Maddison cupping his ears to the Burnley faithful yesterday. I thought that was such a funny moment throughout the game. And it's not the first time this season he's been providing a bit of shithousery with the opposition fans as well.
It's been great. He's a good lad, as that Bournemouth fan said. That was such a funny moment.
Next up, the Tottenham feed saying, look how much one superb save means to them. And that's the moment I was talking about before, like Romero and Vicario just celebrating that Vicario save like it was pretty much a goal. I thought it was brilliant, wasn't it?
That passion you see when they're defending. I love to see that.
Next up, Billy T saying, okay, I love him a lot, Vicario. And I think Vicario, he is becoming a bit of like a lovable figure, isn't he?
Yeah, and also you got to remember, like, he's a figure who has battled against a lot of the odds. You know, hasn't really been in the conversations about goalkeepers in terms of how good they are up until a season ago playing for Empoli, and he's really he's been playing for a team down at the bottom in Serie A, and yet he's caught the eye because of how good his performances have been, and now he's on a move to a big club like Spurs. So he's been battling against the odds for a long time. To be making it at 26 even for a goalkeeper, you know, it's a big journey, and he's doing so well.
Agreed. Next up is a tweet from Pedro Porro 3 hours ago, and he just says, good morning, with this picture underneath. I mean, Pedro Porro's got a lot to be happy about right now, because you got to say, like, players like him and Romero who have come into this team and just been followed around by absolute crap around them, and we haven't been able to put any sort of like footballing moves together and a good footballing side. And now they're reaping the benefits, and now they're really showing up for the team as well.
Yeah, and he's loving it. You can see that. Look at the passion on his face. I'm sure that's probably from one of his assists as well. I saw him also post a little clip on TikTok of his pass. He's like showing off his pass as well. So maybe he's rivaling Emerson for the compilations.
What's this one? Ethan says, what is Sarr doing?
And yeah, he's just like punching Maddison. So funny. He's just like a little banterous punch. He's like, bam, a little boxing thing. I don't know if it's like something they've been doing in the training ground or something, but it's very funny.
Next up is from No Context Tottenham. It's that Pedro Porro and Heung-min Son celebration with their fingers touching each other.
Absolutely love it. Synergy.
Yeah, synergy. Absolutely. And there seems to be such a good team unit and kind of bond between these players already. And it's only been 4 games into the season. And when you compare it to maybe the atmosphere within the team last season, it's just night and day, isn't it?
100%. Everyone just seems a lot happier at the moment. Everyone seems more together, and it's really great to see.
Yeah, fans as well, to be fair. Next up is Destiny Adogi on Instagram saying, another great performance from the team. Let's all go together and with more hunger. So great stuff from Destiny. Lily White Rose just confirming the Harvey White deal to Stevenage yesterday. He was in the Stevenage stadium yesterday, but he didn't play. I don't think he signed in time. But I guess we wish Harvey White all the best success for his proper Tottenham boy. Yeah, it wasn't one that we were able to give you before the deadline, because I think it got confirmed after. But there's your confirmation for Harvey White. And I wish him all the best. Tottenham also tweeted out saying delicate about Heung-min Son's little lob over Trafford yesterday, and I thought that was such a great finish, wasn't it?
Delicate is the right word, I think, for it. It was a lovely little chip, and you just know he's capable of that kind of composure, just picking the right finish at the right moment.
Hotspur related as well, saying James Maddison, who was on the floor, immediately jumped up and cupped his ears to the Burnley fans after Cuti Romero scores Tottenham's second goal, which we alluded to before. This is an interesting one. This was Alfie Devine. He took a 99th minute penalty to give Port Vale 3 points on his debut yesterday. He came on for the last 20 minutes, grabbed an assist, and scores a 90th minute penalty. So here is the penalty if you guys want to see it.
And so it does precede some wild celebrations as well. But look, for 19 years of age, you're making your second appearance, and you've just come off the bench.
Wasn't it his debut?
I think. Did not come off the bench in midweek.
I don't think
because he was on the bench. So maybe it was his debut then. To do that in the 99th minute, anyway. Yeah, to do that in the 99th minute is astonishing confidence for the young man. And he also, I saw the assist he got was a really well taken free kick whipped in as well. Big moment for him. And let's just hope this loan deal goes as well as the start has gone.
Did Dane Scarlett play for Ipswich yesterday?
I don't believe he came on. He was on the bench.
All right, next up, talking THFC, saying sensational results. Sonny back to his sparkling best with Maddison Kuti going from strength to strength up the Spurs, and you can see the togetherness in that team celebration there. And this was a funny moment yesterday from the game, actually, from the Tottenham feed, saying Ange Postecoglou interrupts Sonny's post-match interview, and he just goes to him, should have got 4, to be fair. I love that. It's so funny.
Classic. Well, Son should have said, well, you shouldn't have taken me off with 20 minutes to go.
But you can just see the bonds in this team really flourishing. Jacko says that it feels good to be a Tottenham fan. Thank you, Ange Postecoglou. And this was a moment when he was serenaded by the away fans. He just basically came up to the away fans, just stared at us. It was just a nice,
he's just loving it.
Great moment. I think he let Yves Bissouma just do all the celebrating for him. The Bleacher Report saying, put 5 goals past Burnley, Sonny hat-trick, 3 wins and a draw to start the campaign, second in the Premier League. Spurs fans watching Ange ball. And
can't quite believe it with a tear in my eye.
What do you think like the narrative is from maybe rival fans at the moment? Do they think like, are they sitting up taking notice, or do they think this is just a manager bounce and things are going to run?
Well, I tell you what, I've been watching a lot of podcasts and everyone does seem very impressed with what's going on. No one seems to be like downplaying it. No one's saying like, well, we're challenging for like the league or anything, but a lot of people are saying like, wow, Spurs have actually really impressed me, I have to say. Like, no one's really saying, oh, they're getting lucky or anything like that. So I think people are starting to take notice.
Squawker saying most points won by Spurs after the opening 4 games of the top flight season. Harry Redknapp is top with 12. Ange is level on second with Antonio Conte and Glenn Hoddle with 10 points after 4 games. And there's a
good
nice
start.
Picture, a brilliant start. Statman Dave said James Maddison has now registered 12 goals and 11 assists in the Premier League since the start of last season. He has now got 2 goals and 2 assists so far for Spurs in 4 games as well.
Not bad.
4 goal contributions in 4 games. I mean, you can't really complain, can you?
Not bad for a 40 million signing so far. And look, I think it's just the start. I really believe that.
So how many goals do you reckon, goal contributions, he can get by the end of the season?
20.
20.
Yeah, at least. I really believe that. I think he's got the quality to do it, and he's in a better team.
I don't doubt it at all. Not at all. After seeing what he's
then again, he got more than 20 last season, he's saying. So, 12 and 11, which is 23.
25. Let's do
25. Let's go.
Squawker is giving us Destiny Adogi's game by numbers. 100% final third pass accuracy, 93% pass accuracy, 14 possession won, 10 duels contested, 8 duels won, 5 tackles, 3 clearances, 2 fouls, 1 chance created, and 1 assist. And that just goes to show like what an amazing display it was from Destiny yesterday.
Yeah, phenomenal from Udogie. Just faultless, just going both ways. He's just a threat going forward, and defensively, you just can't get past him. It's amazing.
Tottenham tweeted out the full-time scenes with the Spurs fans in absolute full voice yesterday. I was there and I just thought it was the best atmosphere of the season. I've been to every game so far this season and every game has been unbelievable atmosphere, but this was a different level. It really was.
Yeah, and you can see every away game there's been, the players have been coming over to the fans and showing their appreciation. It was so, I was listening to it obviously on the headphones yesterday in the studio, and they were just so loud, the Tottenham fans. That's all you could hear was the Spurs fans singing the whole game as well. It felt like I was listening to a home game, to be honest, from Spurs. It was incredible stuff, and you can see the players really are appreciating it at the moment. Every at the end of every game, they're coming over and clapping us and giving us their recognition. So it's really great to see. And I think at this moment as well, you see Bissouma coming over, which would be nice. So I think you get to see that bit here on the video, which is here he is in a Burnley shirt as well. Love that. He's really becoming like such a central figure, isn't he, Bissouma? It's so good to see. Yeah. I'm so happy for him after a difficult first season.
Brilliant.
And there's Ange as well. Big Ange.
Loving Bissouma. I'm loving him so much. And you can see like...
I love it.
You see like, we talk about the kind of bond this team are creating on the pitch with the manager and the good vibes, but it's completely reciprocated from the fans as well. And I think like the fans and the team are starting to create this bond as well. I talked about that after the first game at Brentford. I could see something growing here, and it's still now growing game on game on game. And there's a real connection now building between everyone at the club, from the fans to the players to the management as well. So brilliant stuff. Tottenham tweeted out saying content with Sonny and Maddison doing the Maddison celebration.
I love it. They did the Maddison celebration when he scored, and they both did the Son celebration when Son scored. That was really good.
Love that. And TNT Sports saying Hummelson's hat-trick for Spurs sends him past both Cristiano Ronaldo and Didier Drogba for Premier League goals scored. I mean,
wow,
not bad names to get past, is it?
It's all right. Yeah, I think he's probably been in the league a bit longer than Ronaldo, but still not a bad name to get past.
Exactly, the best 7 the Premier League's ever seen. Nico says that Saliba could never, and that was obviously the Cuti Romero goal yesterday. Absolute top bins. Next up is talking CHFC, matters to the Burnley fans.
This was the brilliant moment. You
goal.
See it, yeah. If you see, look, bam, he just jumps up straight away. Look at it again. He's on the floor, and then Romero scores, bam, straight up to the crowd. Absolutely fantastic from Maddison.
And Tottenham again tweeted out saying, "Your match ball now, Pape." And he quickly just grabbed that ball after Sonny on the final whistle there. I saw a few players where I think Romero was having jokes with them as well. And
Maddison faked to kick the ball at the crowd.
And at one point after the game, I think Romero was wearing the captain's armband somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Because Son went off and Romero was still on.
Oh, right. Was that
Must
the case?
Have been it, yeah.
And then obviously this was a tweet by me saying, "Love this club." And that was the celebrations at the final whistle with all the players coming over, Bissouma and Ange Postecoglou and all the other players as well. This was a sensational view from Johnny H of the goal yesterday, Cuti Romero's goal. Just look at this angle.
Yeah, it's a great. It's right behind it, right into the corner. Unbelievable
angle. Another tweet from Tottenham with Sonny with 3 ball emojis for his hat trick.
And I think that was. I think that probably is it.
Yeah, that is it. So yeah, big up. That is the way Twitter reacted to the astonishing 5-2 win up at Turf Moor yesterday. And it's like when you go to Turf Moor, you don't really associate it with like mad goal scoring games, do you?
No.
It's normally a tight game when we go up there, either 1-0 win, 1-0 loss, or a 1-1 draw or something like that. To score 5 goals up there, I know it's a different Burnley side, but you can't take the credit away from Tottenham.
We've had some difficult times up there in Burnley. You remember the Conte, he went on that mad rant after losing 1-0 to Burnley. I remember Pochettino having argument with Mike Dean after the game, and he was like, what'd you say? I remember it was like the whole thing at Burnley. Like, we've had some tough times there, so it's nice just to go there and get a nice, easy win with some quality goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's Heung-min-Son's second hat-trick against Burnley, right? Because he scored one when he scored that mad Puskas goal.
Did he get a hat-trick that game? I can't remember. I don't know
if anyone's going to remember, it's you.
I don't think he did get a hat-trick.
Did he not?
That day.
So I thought he did.
No, because I remember Kane scored 2. We won 5-0.
5-0.
I think Sissoko got 1. I remember Kane got 2. So he might have got 2. I don't think he got 3.
Right.
But I don't think it is. I think you might be right. I think it might be. I think he's got a hat trick before against Burnley. I can't remember when though.
I just have it like vividly in my memory that he's got a hat trick against Burnley before, but I might be wrong. I'm sure someone in the chat can tell me. I'm sure KPV's there screaming it, saying he scored a hat trick in there.
He's scored a few against Burnley. I'm not 100% sure if he ever got a hat trick.